I'm here in the fantastic Norwich, and I'm absolutely stoked today because we've got a brilliant collaboration going on, haven't we? We've got Hench Herbivore, aka Paul.
Hello. Sorry.
And we got the vegan activist here, Michael.
Yo.
Sorry guys, I had to stop you there. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, this looks a little bit like Springwatch, doesn't it? Springwatch for vegans?
Yo. And today we thought we might talk a little bit about single issue campaigns because it's been a massive hot topic this year, especially since London Veg Fest that we found. And many charities tend to go down the route of using single issue campaigns in order to educate people. So for instance, it might be saving the whales, saving the dolphins, not eating dogs. There's lots of other things, and then you have the opposite opinion, which they call the abolitionist, where you should just be vegan, and to actually focus in on the single issue campaigns is not so good because it draws attention away from the whole ethic of veganism, which is that we should just cherish life as a whole. Yeah. And not focus in too much.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, we all agree with that. We all, I guess vegans, we see the world from the animal's perspective. So we all want it finished yesterday, don't we? But not everyone is ready. You can't change everyone overnight. And sometimes you've got to take, I don't like to say it, but you have to take these baby steps and coach them and, you know.
I think from what I've seen, like, I like to promote an abolitionist approach because I feel like it really helps people and it's kind of the way that I would need. But I know a lot of people who I've shown like the Yulin Dog Festival and things like that, and it's gone through to them and it's helped them connect with everything, and they've looked into it in a wider way and they've just gone there. So like both things work. Yeah. So. And
I find that some people aren't ready to take the step straight away. Yeah. So if you say to them, say for instance about the Yulin Dog Festival, many interviews, if you say to people, what are your favourite animals? They always say, oh, dog or cat. And very few people seem to come out with things like cows and pigs. It seems people seem to gravitate towards dogs. So if they start their venture, as you might say, saving dogs, then I think at some point they put two and two together, and then they can associate that.
Exactly.
Make the connection to cows and pigs and chickens and realise that it runs through all animals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So how did you find your way to veganism originally?
I mean, I've been vegetarian for like several years before I went vegan, but it was just a case of me watching a few videos, learning all the information, looking up a few recipes, and then just going there straight away.
So I was vegetarian since I was 8. So I spent the majority of my life being a vegetarian, and then I went vegan 2 years ago, and I realised that it was basically rather hypocritical. And actually, to tell you the truth, I think it's a lot to do with education. Yeah. Because I really wasn't thinking about the hens and the chickens and the milk industry in the same way that I was thinking about eating meat. By not eating meat, I felt really good.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, oh, that's all right because I'm having free-range eggs. Yeah. And then of course you forget about the fact that you've got this mass breeding going on constantly, and all these chickens being killed that aren't suitable for the egg industry. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I made my transition. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just came for it through health, you know. I saw that animal products are very detrimental to us. I saw all the facts and figures. I thought, I don't want cancers and heart disease. You know, I don't want that to be my fault that I've died because of my poor choices. And then I think because I was searching for recipes and things on websites, I accidentally saw what animals go through, and I was heartbroken. And I thought, how could I have added to? And like you say, people just don't know. We just need to get that information out. It's all it is. You know?
And there's lots of different ways, isn't there, that people come to it, because some people are very much into the environment. So I find that people can come to being a vegan because they want to save the planet, and it's to do with sustainability. Yeah. And I think, in my opinion, if you get there in the end, I don't think there's a right or wrong way, because, do you know, honestly, there are some people that I still say to now that we shouldn't be eating animals, and they say, but we are supposed to eat animals, and they'll argue and argue and argue, but they'll become a vegan for health reasons. Yeah. Because they still can't get their head around the fact that, you know, that they have the same beliefs as me. So some people do find their way eventually from a different way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I know a lot of people who are really, really involved with the environment, and they care in no way about animals. They don't care about the animals in any way. They don't care about their health, but they're so focused on saving the planet, and they see that this is the world that they're going to live on. And almost in a selfish way, they see the whole world as like something they need to protect. Otherwise, like their grandchildren, their children, their family won't be able to have like a planet to live on.
Yeah.
And I think it's all like equally important in a way.
Yeah.
And just as long as you're not harming animals, that's fine, isn't it?
The animals don't care how we get there, as long as we all get there, you know, and
Exactly.
we need all these different aspects.
What do you guys feel about, there's a lot of protests happening in London at the moment, you know, for Taji Cove, the whale slaughter, Yulin Dog Festival. How do you feel if, say, somebody turns up and they're trying to save the dolphins, but they're still eating chicken? How do you guys feel about that? I mean, does that make you feel that they shouldn't be promoting these protests, that they should embrace the whole life?
Well, I think they should definitely consider the wider sort of picture, but them promoting that is still going to do good for what they're focusing on. So it's doing some good in their way. And I know some non-vegans who, like, say on YouTube, they're promoting cruelty-free makeup or something, or they're promoting saving the, you know, maybe they're saying stop having dairy or because it's really bad for you. And that still makes a difference. Nonetheless, they should just focus on the wider thing and tell people to do the other things. But most people, they'll listen to the Save the Dolphins or something like that.
Yeah.
But it takes them a while to connect with it fully.
Yeah.